if the council wanted to pause the bidding since no bids have been received, is it easier to do that before bids are received versus once the process is finished? If this was going to pause and
My understanding that the bid package or the bid publication reserve the right to throw out any and all bids for any reason. Is that correct, John?
That's correct.
So you have to ignore it.
That's once the bid process closes.
Once the bid process closes.
I think your question is, can you stop it now in the process? And the question, I think the answer to that is also yes.
Is it or is it administrative procedure?
It's an administrative.
It's administrative on behalf of the mayor now, in terms of the bidding process, but it will be legislative with respect to the decision.
But if we legislate, we'd like to stop. I guess is what I'm hearing, and that's what I mean, keeping Ms. Rodriguez working.
That's when it appears that we're interfering in the administrative side of things. We can turn down all the bids that come in, but the decision to bid it and the decision how to handle the legislative renewal is an administrative act, and we are legislating. We're not supposed to interfere with administrative acts.
Which would make it non-legislative.
So I wish that this had come before the council and not before a committee.
Yeah!
You just know it never had to go before a committee. It never, and it's never gone before the council. We've never had an RFP come before the council before it was actually put out there. You all have the right, once they are all fairly evaluated, you'll get all that information, you'll get all the different packets, and ultimately, council could say, okay, this one scored the highest, but we want this one, or we don't want any of them. Y'all have the ultimate decision how this all goes down, which is more than any council has ever gotten in Sherwood.
Let me back up for a second. Councilmember Lilly or Councilmember Harmon might be able to answer this. This email you're talking about, was that to council?
At what time?
What date was it? Because I have no email.
It was today at 5:03.
Today at 5:03?
Today at 5:03.
Councilmember Wade, that was not to persuade anything, that was just to make sure that you had all the information, because this is
The crowd
not.
here is growing restless regarding
I understand
some of the
that. And I was
failures.
just talking from the standpoint of, we are elected members of
Yes,
the
sir.
government of Sherwood also.
Which is why I'm giving you
And
all
let me please finish. And we also get phone calls from our constituents and people that want to know the answers to, and it's very embarrassing to say, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yep.
Because we're shielded from this. I mean, until I got an email on the 21st that said this went out to bid, that's the first I've heard of it. And I know you're saying, well, you had that right to do that, but we've got to work together better on some transparency and some knowledge. for the
Yeah, and
council.
it was in your minutes from the Parks and Rec.
That we didn't get until last week.
Well, it's on YouTube. It's live streamed, so anybody can watch what happens at any time. That is fine in terms of going forward. But once again, I will say, ultimately, I am allowing the council to have the final say on all this. We got a call today from a council member who said, hey, I want to make sure that I know what's going on. I need more communication about this. So we had FOI requests. We had different things we had to deal with today. So he put together as quickly as possible all the information, the timeline, so forth, so that you all would have that going forward. I apologize that you all didn't have that beforehand. Certainly anybody could have contacted me and, be happy, as several of you did, to explain it. But that's basically what's going on. I do believe your voice is important as a council member because you do represent the people, which is why, at the end of the day, the council will get to make that decision. Not me, even though, and not Parks and Rec, but the city council, which is not how it was done in the
In the
past.
past, it's always been the Parks and Rec committee.
And the mayor, who negotiated the contract. I'm trying to make sure that everybody has that transparency. That's why the packet was put out there on the website, so anybody can see it.
Apparently it's not transparent enough.